Hi everyone, and welcome back to Yogan's Learning Guide. And so continuing from yesterday's video, I'm just looking at the majority of people. Like if I look at everyone on the planet, and what are the difficulties that we have towards learning something, the resistances. And so taking from my own life experience, I see that perhaps the primary point that most of you are going to be able to relate to is learning in school, mandatory school, when you're ages 6, about there, until you're 18 or 16. All those years where you have to, by mandatory, according to your country's laws, you have to attend school. And so, you don't have a choice. You're there, you're going to, whatever the situation may be, you're there. It's what you have to live with. So within that, looking at resistance to learning something at school. So for me, I would like to create an example here. This may not be exactly what you're facing or have faced, but hopefully be close enough where you can sort of imagine and adapt it to your case and to see the solutions here that I'm going to be providing. Now again, the primary point that we're looking to get to is to find this peace, this quietness, this silence, this stillness where you're open and you're ready to learn information easily, readily. So that's the end goal, right? That's what we're trying to achieve for each one of us. So that's what I'm trying to create here. But now looking at, okay, what are the obstacles, right? So let's focus on some primary obstacles. So right now I'm going to paint a really bad situation, but it is a situation that many people go through. So here my painting is, you're in school, you are seen as a bad student, and by your teachers, and by your parents, and by your friends. You are seen as dumb, you are called dumb, your teachers aren't really able to help you. You ask for help, but they cannot help you. And this has been your life for as long as you remember. Okay, so let's start with just this. There's more dimensions I could add on to this, but for now let's just start with this. Start simple. So, okay, if this is who you are, this is what you've lived, right, for so many number of years. Obviously, this has been your experience. So when you approach studying something, when you approach reading something, preparing for an exam, doing an assignment, there's a resistance towards doing that. Let's say you have a specific thought that I'm dumb, that I can't do this. And then you feel a shame, you feel a guilt within you feel an inferiority, like there's something wrong with you, and that you hate yourself. Now, all of this, which I'm describing, is something that's real for many people. And for me, I've been someone that's very successful in high school and in education, and I can say for myself that I've had that still. So even people who are successful, people who do well in classes, they have that as well. But the question is, in that moment when you're studying, you have it right here. It's like a decision you have to not participate within that. So that's what we're trying to get to, is that simply what I'm trying to show for you to understand is that in that moment when you feel shameful, guilty, bad, inferior, horrible, that you can drop that, all within making a decision too. That's where we're trying to get to. And that is what I've lived, and that's what I found. It is simply a decision. But to get there, it's going to be a journey here. Now, for me, what I've done throughout my life is finding support within moments. So when I'm about to study, for example, and let's say I have a lot of burden within me about all these thoughts about who I am, about how dumb I am, what everyone thinks about me, I try to find a space, and that can involve going out externally to my environment, like I said in my last video. Try to create a space for yourself to study. Try to create a time for yourself to study. You may have to leave your house because maybe your house is too chaotic. Maybe that's the case. Maybe you have to go to a friend's house, or maybe you have to go to a library or go to some public place, or somewhere where you can create a space for yourself. You could even with music. Music can be a sport as well. So listen to some music. So I feel like music may be something a lot of people can relate to, and it's quite portable. You can take it wherever you want. And if you have headphones, and you can listen to it. So I would say try the solution of music, and here I'm going to explain about how to do that. So you have your music, whether it's on your computer, your iPod, or in a CD player, whatever you may have it, to have some music that you like, right? It can be any kind as long as you enjoy it. And the idea of that is to get you in a different space within yourself. To get away from all that anger, frustration, hating yourself, shame, guilty. Try to find that space within you where, here you are, you accept yourself, you're willing to support yourself, and you're ready. Music can be quite a powerful tool for that. You have to find the right music for you, of course. And it can be any genre. It could be hip-hop, it could be rap, it could be pop songs, it can be anything. Old music, classical music. Find something that for you helps you create that space, create that connection with yourself, where you're just here. Now, of course, there could be an abuse of music where music is just used as a distraction. So you want to make sure you use it as a point where, okay, you're preparing yourself to study, right? You're preparing yourself, so you can take like a preparation break, like a breather, 15 minutes, and you listen to some music. And then you just, and while you listen to the music, try to really focus on your body. Focus on your hands, focus on your arms, your legs, your chest, every single part of your body. Just feel your body, be aware of it. Your body is such a great tool, and that's really the space within which the silence occurs. It's within your body. It's being here. And so while you're listening to the music, just focus on your body, focus on your breathing, for example, focus on the moment here. And it's not gonna be magical where it's like somehow gonna disappear. There's still gonna be that, let's say, anger, that shame, that all that burden within you. At least you're creating some space within you to start, right? That's when you want to start with, just to have that beginning. So right now that's my, let's say, assignment for this video, to try to find that space within you. And the next video I'm going to try to push further will be the next step. And in future videos I can spend more time on how to create that initial first step within you. To find someone within you, find that some space within you where you're here with yourself and you're ready to learn, you're ready to read. And right now, don't focus on any of the let's say skills of studying yet. Don't focus on any of that. Don't focus on any technical things yet. Right now, the first thing you want to do is just who you are in the moment. And that's the most important step. From there, I find that the technical stuff, the little tricks, little tips about how to study, all that kind of emerges naturally within yourself because it comes from your common sense. You're really just see in the moment, what would be the best way for me to study, to learn this information? All that's revealed when you create that space within yourself. The same thing goes with any other skill you're learning, whether it's juggling or playing golf or whatever have you, playing ping pong, playing billiards. It's always about who you are in the moment, creating that space within you. Within that, you see the solutions, you see answers to the problems you face. But I'm going to share some specific answers and some specific examples in future videos. But again, this is the most important first step, to create that space within you where you're here and you're ready to learn. And it's not going to be you're not going to be completely empty in the beginning. It's just creating as much space as you can, which will be some space, because of course you have a burden, you have a life, you have your history, you have memories. But even with all of that, you can still find that space within you where you can learn, you can study, you can grow, you can expand. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to this video. My plan is to do a video every day, because that's just how I do things. So thanks for watching. Now, the last video I did was introducing the very basic point of what I meant by a silence within you, a space within you. So watch that if you want to know more about that. The next video I'm going to be focusing on the next step. Once you have some space, how you can start studying, how you can already start studying more effectively. Thank you very much. Bye.